No limit.
Black and mild, you're a genius. You're digging me. No limit forever.
The first hood fucking entertainer. Got corporate money, but I'm still a gangster. I got 5 Grammys, nigga, but I didn't change. The first nigga to blang an album cover, man. The first nigga to go independent. To sell platinum records, nigga, and I'm still winning. No limit records. Guess who back? Mr. Motherfucking Ghetto Dope. Ice cream man, meet me by the liquor store. Started by Rattle Street, nigga, let them know. I got popsicles, nigga, I'ma let them go. I got killers with me, yeah, we from the Cali, yo. I got killers with me, yeah, we from the Cali, yo. I got plenty paper, I got no gimmicks. I started from the bottom, nigga, no limit. And we winning, nigga, we go way back. Like a 69 Cutlass in a wave cap. The first hood fucking entertainer.
Guess who's back?
Got corporate money, but I'm still a gangster. I got 5 Grammys, nigga,
Guess
but
who's
I
back?
didn't change.
The first nigga to blang an album cover, man.
The first nigga to
Yeah.
go independent. Nigga, and I'm still winning. No limit records.
Hey, man, what's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is JuniorTheTruth, man. Shit. It's the Punch Junkie podcast, man. Shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den boxing community, man. Salute to the family. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. Shout out to the whole entire Punch Junkie network, man, the family, the last place in the world for the real fans of the sweet science, man. Salute to you all. Man, what's the damn deal, man? Salute to Lala D in the building early. She said, let's go, Boots. Yeah. Salute to the guy, man, the chief MMA correspondent for the Punch Junkie brand, man, in the building. What's up with you, bro? Salute to Ant Bolden in the building. Ain't seen you in a minute, man. Is you a cock, Jay Reed? What's up with you, bro? Salute to Ant Bolden, man. Salute to the family. Shout out to everybody else, man, that's going to be tapping in, man. I'm so very glad to be here. I am your host, JuniorTheTruth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle JuniorTheTruth, JuniorTheTruth. This over all the social media platforms. If you're really looking for me, come to the hub, www.JuniorTheTruth.com, man. Salute to you all. Be sure that you visit the Punch Junkie, the last place in the world for the real fans of the sweet science, www.punchjunkie.com. That's www.punchjunkie.com. Man, let's get to it, because they're good fights. They're championship fights. And then there are fights that tell us something about the future of boxing. You feel me? Saturday night, tonight, we're going to find out if Jaron Boots Ennis is exactly who the majority of us believe he is, or if Xander Zayas is ready to essentially skip the line and become one of boxing's new faces. That's where we are. This isn't just undefeated versus undefeated. This ain't just champion versus challenger. Like, this is talent meeting opportunity. You feel me? This is patience meeting ambition. This is power meeting precision. You feel me? Hey, man, this is opportunity meeting preparation. And we gonna talk about it, man, because I'm back on my boxing shit. Hey, man, what's up with the family, man? Salute to you all, man. Shout out to you. What's up with it, man? What's up with it? So let's get to it, man. I got to sit up in my seat, man, for this one. Man. Salute to you all. Big Dez Kunkendall in the building. What's good, man, with your family? Salute to you. Salute to my brother Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, man. Hey, bro, I owe you a phone call, bro. Shit been hectic. I'm still amongst the breathing. You feel me? Salute to my brother Supreme Beast Boxing, a.k.a. Cadillac Red, a.k.a. I got them Cadillacs on 22s. You feel me? Salute to you, family. Hey, man. So, shit. welcome back, man. Of course, first and foremost, man, let me say this. I want to wish a happy Father's Day, man, to every father, every grandfather, every uncle, every mentor, every man who decided to stand in the gap and show up, man. We really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all. Now let's get to work. Man, it feels good to say that shit, man. The Punch Junkie podcast is back. You feel me? The Punch Junkie podcast is back. Guess who's back? It feels good. Good. Don Royale 587 says Xander by late stoppage. Let's get it cracking. Man, let's get it cracking. He said Xander by late stoppage. Ooh, let's get it cracking, man. Man, if you've been rocking with me for years, I appreciate you. I appreciate your patience. If you brand new, man, welcome. Shit, welcome home, matter of fact. Welcome home. Around here, man, we ain't chasing no narratives. We don't work with promoters. We don't protect networks. You feel me? We don't sell access. You understand what I'm saying? We tell the truth. And even when the truth is unpopular, you feel me? Even when the truth is unpopular. And this weekend, we got one of the best fights that boxing has delivered all year, man. And that's just the truth. Don Royale says, man, I don't trust Boots' resume. But you trust Xander's resume, bro? Woo! Hey, man, hey, talk your talk, Don Royale. D Savage 6618 says, I'm hype. I see everybody not giving Zayas a chance. I hope it's a fun fight. Then he said he put the Puerto Rican in an American flag, and what I see was Puerto Rico. Oh, hey, man. Salute to D Savage, man. I think, man, y'all know Xander, man. That's one of my young puppies, man. I love Xander Zayas, man. I love Xander, man. Salute to Xander. Salute to my brother Kano Loco Sports TV. We ran a feature on the future of Puerto Rico's boxing and the Puerto Rican the prospects and contenders with Puerto Rican lineage. Of course, Xander Zayas was atop that list, man. Salute to Xander, man. Salute to Xander. Salute to his team, man. Salute to everybody, and salute to Puerto Rico, man. Yeah. I see a lot of people treating this fight. Nah, man. I've been seeing people mistreat this fight all week, man. I've been seeing people mistreat this fight, treating it like it's just another title defense. And I disagree wholeheartedly, man. It's been very difficult to listen to boxing content for the better part of the last 2 years. If I'm being honest, you understand what I'm saying? And just so that we clear, this is a unification bout in one of the most competitive divisions in the sport of boxing, possibly boxing's best division. You feel me? And I have to say it's the most competitive division in the sport of boxing because other divisions have great athletes and great potential competitors, but the motherfuckers are not fighting one another. You feel me? 154 is smoke. They are going to lock horns and going to fight. So yeah. Supreme said, I know today gonna be good, but next weekend they shooting fireworks in Ohio, bro. I'll probably lose my channel next week, bro. I ain't even finna hold you, bro. Hey man, I'm subject to lose it all next week, bro. I got a whole lot to say. You feel me? Ohio standing up. We got a whole lot to say next week, bro. But that's that I'm not finna disrespect Boots and Xander like that. You feel me? I'm not gonna disrespect Boots and Xander like that. People been treating this shit here like this just regular, bro. Nah, this fight actually is one of the best fights in the sport of boxing, man. Believe it or not. You understand what I'm saying? And it matters a tremendous amount because this is the exact type of fight we've been begging boxing to make, right? We have all these young prospects and these young up-and-coming fighters and these young fighters who get titles early, and then they're able to dance around and move around the most competitive fights in and around their division. And we've been begging boxing to line these boys up so that we can see what's what. 2 undefeated fighters. One is the current unified champion at 154 pounds. The other is the former unified champ at 147 pounds, moving up. But he's one of the ones that he's a lot of the majority of people's pound for pound list. You understand what I'm saying? He's a lot of us are touting him as one of those once in a generation fighters. You feel me? So these 2 young champions, but it ain't just that, man. They actually willing to take the risk and make this fight while they are still in and around their respective primes. Boots Ennis being, 28 years old? Xander Zayas being a young, ready 23 years old. Like, man, this shit is live, man. Salute to Craig L, man. What's up with you, homie? Shout out to my Get It Off Your Chest podcast family. Yeah. They willing to risk it while they in their prime, man. Ain't no tune-ups, no dancing around, no waiting till somebody gets old, no protecting the undefeated records, no marinating the fight until fans stop caring. Just, let's fight. Let's fight. And for me, man, that's refreshing. That's refreshing. And honestly speaking, regardless of who wins tonight, the sport and these fighters, fuck the sport, the fighters deserve credit for making this matchup. Because like we know, in this modern landscape of the sport of boxing, we're forced to argue about fantasy fights instead of watching the real ones. And if you've been watching boxing content all week, all you've heard is people arguing about potential fights. You feel me? Potential. That's all this is about. Potential fights. Who's going to potentially fight who? When? Where? Who shot John? Why this fight ain't happening? Why that fight ain't happening? That's all people talk about, man, is potential fights. And we not watching the real ones. This ain't fantasy. There's no such thing as a fantasy boxing league, man. You feel me? And I ain't even dreaming. Like, this shit is actually happening. Boots Ennis versus Xander Zayas, man, tonight on DAZN pay-per-view. Still a little shitty about that, but that's a whole nother conversation. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother conversation. Dennis Belair says, did Ben Whittaker started yet? No. That card doesn't start. I think their card starts at is it 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The prelims, I don't believe, start. I think the prelims start at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you still got some time. All right, man. So let me be clear. I'm gonna try not to slow. I was trying to slow walk this, but now I think I want to speed up because I don't really want to be here long. You feel me? I don't want to be here long. I want to get on with my fight night ritual. I got a whole gang of work to do, so I need to get to it. But I would be in violation if I didn't come in here and give y'all this. I would be in direct violation if I didn't come in here and give y'all this. So, I think this fight is a career defining fight for both fighters. That's first and foremost. This is a career defining fight for both fighters. And I know that people are going to want to argue and people want to push back on that. But this is a career defining fight for both fighters, man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know what I mean? None whatsoever. None whatsoever. For Xander, he's actually defending his world titles against a man that a lot of people believe is one of the most gifted fighters in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? If we're not going to say nothing else about Jaron Boots Ennis, we're going to say that he is indeed one of the most gifted fighters in the sport of boxing. And Xander's coming in with his WBO and WBA titles, defending them, you know what I mean, versus Jaron Boots Ennis. That's a massive gamble, boy. That's a massive gamble, especially for a fighter that's coming in at 20. He's coming in at 23-0 with 13 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Jaron Boots Ennis is coming in at 35-0 with 31 of his wins coming by knockout. Jaron Boots Ennis got more knockouts than Xander Zayas got fights. You feel me? This is a massive gamble, man. Xander is only 23 years old. Most of the champions at that age are looking for comfortable defenses. You see how they're rocking. You see how their teams are leading them and dancing around all of the stiff competition. But instead, Xander Zayas is welcoming the fight versus Jaron Boots Ennis. That tells me something. You feel me? That tells me something. It tells me a lot about Xander Zayas, man. It tells me a lot about him. Whether he's right or wrong, he believes he's ready, and I respect that. Whether he's right or wrong, he believes he's ready, and I respect that. Now let's look at Boots. You know what I mean? Boots has heard a great deal of criticisms. He's heard a lot of people say a lot of things about him and his, you know, his style, his career, his resume. You know what I mean? Boots has heard all of the criticisms. You feel me? And yet and still, you know, hell, he's still here. You feel me? He's heard all of the criticism, every single criticism imaginable. He hasn't fought anybody. He's overrated. He hasn't beaten any elite opposition. You feel me? He gets hit too much. And I'm gonna be real with you. Some of the criticism, some of it, is fair. You know what I mean? I believe, and that's saying a lot for me because, you know, I don't really talk sports with a whole lot of people. If I'm being completely honest, I don't really talk sports with a whole lot of people. So for me to acknowledge, you know, people's criticism, I'll say, yeah, that's their criticisms are fair. You feel me? I have my own criticisms of both fighters. Have my own criticisms of both fighters. But some of the criticism isn't, though. Some of the criticism ain't fair. Because the reality is you can only fight the people that are willing to sign the contract and fight you. You understand what I'm saying? There were some fights that Boots and his team could have made that they didn't. I don't like that. Then there's other fights that just he never was afforded the opportunity for those fights. And he's finally getting the opportunity to silence that conversation, moving up in weight to the 154-pound division. You know what I mean? And trying to become a champion, and this is indeed his second weight division, where he'll become a champion against an undefeated title holder. I don't like that. An undefeated champion. And this is exactly the type of opportunity that elite fighters are supposed to chase after. And that's why this fight matters. The winner doesn't just leave with the belts. The winner really is positioning himself atop the division, in my opinion. You feel me? Because if Boots does this and wins and becomes unified champion at 154 pounds, he then is listed and revered as the #1 fighter in the 154-pound division. That's facts. If Xander Zayas defeats Jaron Boots Ennis and defends his unified title at the 154-pound division, the most competitive division in the sport of boxing, he is indeed going to be the top dog at 154 pounds in a division that's jumping. So hey, man, the winner is leaving, not just leaving with the titles, but they're going to be leaving with the credibility, man. You feel me? I always tell people, for me, before I actually look at, you know, the boxing styles and you know, people's styles in general. And this is we're talking about boxing, so I'm gonna stick with boxing. But you know, for me, it's sports in general. Before I look at people's styles or I look at their game, I study the psychology. You understand what I'm saying? Boxing is fought with the mind before it's fought with the hands. There's a lot of things that you have to you have to go through and you have to endure mentally before you even get into the X's and O's of boxing, let alone before you actually step foot into the actual ring on fight night, right? For me, you got to ask yourself with this situation, who feels pressure? Xander? Absolutely. Absolutely. He's defending his championships in New York with the big ass Puerto Rican population representing the island. You feel me? He's expected to protect his territory. He's carrying Puerto Rican expectations, man. I don't know how long you've been watching boxing. I don't know how long you've been around the sport, man. But when you start talking about boxing and you start talking about the island of Puerto Rico and the heritage of the Puerto Rican fighters and their lineage and their history, man, listen to me. You feel me? And then also he's fighting in this huge event. And New York is on fire right now. Jelly Bean, what's up with you, homie? New York is on fire right now. Now, as far as Boots is concerned, Boots is he's carrying something different, man. He's carrying something different. Boots is carrying the expectations. You understand what I'm saying? People have called him the next great American fighter for years, the future face of the sport, the future pound for pound fighter for years. And so tonight, Boots got to actually prove that shit. He got to prove it. You feel me? He got to prove it. And that's a different kind of pressure. Expectations is a different kind of pressure when you expect it to produce great shit. See, most of us are able to hide because we're not expected to produce great shit. You feel me? We get to hide and we get to look at people who have the expectation to produce great shit, and we get to judge them without the appropriate merit. You feel me? Most of us will never understand the pressure of producing great shit. The guy, you feel me? Motherfuckers don't know what it's like to have to produce some great shit. And the pressure and the expectation that motherfuckers expect you to do something magical. It's a different kind of pressure. And the fact of the matter is, once that bell rings, then potential don't matter no more. You understand what I'm saying? Only performance, only execution. One of these men are going to wake up Sunday morning with a career-defining victory, and the other will have some questions. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to have questions following them for a very long time, man. That's why I love this fight, because somebody got to answer the questions. I don't think y'all heard me. One of these motherfuckers got to answer the questions. Somebody got to answer the questions. Yeah. So now let's get to the meat. Let's get to the meat of this thing. Everybody wants to know who gonna win the fight. You feel me? But before you can make a prediction, you got to understand, in my opinion, how each of them can actually win, because boxing isn't about who looks better on Instagram. It ain't about who looks better hitting the mitts. It ain't about who look better jogging down the street. You feel me? It's about whose style creates more problems once the bell rings. Yeah, let's start with the challenger, Boots. Start with Boots Ennis. Let's give the champion his respect. We're gonna make the challenger go first. Start with Boots. Let me get this one thing out the way. Boots Ennis passes the eye test for most folks. He's explosive, he's athletic, he's fast, he's big, he's naturally gifted. He's one of those fighters who can make elite level boxing look real easy. You feel me? But there's something that I think gets overlooked. People talk about his athleticism, but I think his greatest weapon is his adaptability. You feel me? Boots doesn't fight one way, and his adaptability is credited to his ring IQ. Just so we clear, when I say adaptability, I'm talking about his ring IQ. You feel me? As well as his, his ability to make adjustments, which are all tied to his ring IQ. He don't fight one way. He can box southpaw. He can switch. He can fight in rhythm. He can fight off rhythm. He can lead. He can counter. He can fight inside. He can fight long. All of that shit, man, you put that all together, bro, it's dangerous. And every adjustment you make, he can come up with an answer. You feel me? That's championship level versatility. Now, he also carries 31 knockouts. That tells you something. This isn't pity-pat boxing. You feel me? Yeah, when Boots land clean, things change. I ain't talking about just volume punching. I'm talking about when Boots lands clean, things change. Momentum changes. Confidence changes. The entire fight will change. Yeah. Yeah. And I know we have a lot of problems with a lot of people, especially people that really truly know. See, I'm a fan, man. I'm not a trainer. I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. I'm just a fan. But I talk about the stuff that I see from a fan's perspective. And I know a lot of people have criticism of Boots' feet and him crossing his feet and his base and him getting off balance a lot of ways. I've heard people talk about just a lot of different things with him leading and not leading and how he actually works into his exchanges and works his way out of his exchanges. Like, I get it. I get it. For me, I feel like Boots Ennis has a great deal of attributes that are have been able to neutralize, if not erase, his limitations. Every fighter has limitations. All right. What does Boots have to do? From my perspective, from a fan's perspective, what does Boots have to do? You feel me? DJ ZN1NT says, I got 1,500 on Boots. With my luck, it's the day he loses. Happened to me with you talking about with Richard Torres? Man, you put bread on Richard Torres versus Frank Sanchez? Woo, whiskey. Yeah, you got 1,500 on Boots, man, but that wasn't, I don't even think that's worth the risk, bro. It was Boots like what is he, like a 4-1? A 4-1 favor? Yeah, bro said he lost 1,000 versus lost 1,000 on Richard Torres. Sheesh, Louise. So from a fan's perspective, right? If I'm front row and I'm yelling at Boots, I'm part of his team, I'm telling Boots. Bruh, it's our time. Don't rush greatness, bro. Don't go in there trying to prove shit. Don't go in there trying to prove you the bigger puncher. Don't go in there looking for no knockouts. Go take control of the fight. Neutralize everything. You feel me? Use your feet. Take your angles. Touch his body. Throw those combinations. Throw those beautiful combinations. And make Xander uncomfortable. Like, make him uncomfortable. In my opinion, the biggest mistake Boots can make is falling in love with trying to land one big punch. You feel me? Trying to be spectacular in the bar clay. That's the one thing the one mistake I think he could, that's one of the biggest mistakes he could make. Not that I've seen him do that, but I see fighters do it all the time, trying to be spectacular. And if you do that, then you're allowing Xander to dictate the tempo. I want Boots winning the exchanges. I want him winning the positioning. You feel me? I want Boots winning the rhythm. And I think if he does those things, I believe the stoppage is going to come naturally in the later rounds. You feel me? Because the way I think things are going to play out. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if it doesn't, if Boots is not able to, if the knockout don't come, then you still going to be winning the rounds, and that's championship boxing. You feel me? That's championship boxing. That's the championship boxing that we done hung our hats on for generations. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at some shit, and they was talking about, motherfucker was talking about how long they've been a New York Knicks fan, and they said if you've been a New York Knicks fan for over 30 years, you know what I mean, stand up. And I'm like, 30? Motherfucker, I've been a New York Knicks fan for over 40 years. Been a boxing fan for over 40 years. You feel me? I'm talking about good in over 40 years. This is the championship boxing I've been watching for generations. Growing with soul. What's up with you, homie? Salute to you. Salute to my brother, the guy. He said, this is just good boxing talk. For real, though, man, Boots gotta win the rhythm. He got to win the rhythm. And that's difficult against Xander, man, because I'm telling you, Xander Zayas is some shit. So now let's talk about the champion. I think some of the fans are making the mistake of underrating Xander Zayas. I think a lot of people are making the mistake of underrating Xander Zayas. I just hope that Boots and his trainer's dad/trainer, Boots Ennis, haven't made that mistake, because that's foolish to me. That young man can fight. You feel me? Let me say it this way. Xander Zayas, that little motherfucker can rumble. You hear me? That motherfucker can go. Man, he can fight. He's disciplined. He's technically sound. He doesn't panic. His jab is sharp. He understands discipline. He understands distance. You feel me? He understands timing. And maybe, like, most importantly for me, he doesn't waste punches. Everything that Xander does has a purpose. I'm talking about from a fan's perspective. Everything has a purpose. And that's something like veteran fighters usually develop later in their careers. And he's 23 and he got it already. And he's 23 with 23 fights. I think he got 23. Yeah, he's 23 with 23 fights. You feel me? He's developed that already. Yeah. He's already showing it. Now, does he have Boots Ennis' athletic ceiling? And the answer is going to be no. You feel me? Does he have Boots' one-punch danger? No. But the beautiful thing about this sport that we love, this thing of ours, you feel me? Crowd, what's up with you, homie? The beautiful thing about this sport of ours and this thing of ours is that, man, the shit ain't played out on paper. Nah, it's fought. And it's fought between the ropes. And smart fighters have beaten more talented fighters throughout boxing history. You understand what I'm saying? The more talented, quote unquote, better boxers don't always win. We see it all the time. So if what do I need Xander to do in order for Xander to win? How can he actually win this fight? Not emotionally, not hypothetically, realistically. First, did you hear what I said? Not emotionally, not hypothetically. I'm talking realistically from a fan's perspective. How can he win this fight? He has to win the jab battle. He has to win the jab battle. Everything starts with the jab battle. Salute to Big Joe Townsend in the building. What's up with you, bro? And salute to the Old Hillside Bourbon Company, my family. Yes, indeedy. He has to win the jab battle. Everything starts there. If Boots owns the lead hand, then the night is going to become very difficult for Xander Zayas. He has to win the jab battle. Second, he cannot allow Boots to become comfortable, man. Y'all know when Boots settles in and he's in there and he's in the pocket and he's cool. Nah, man. He can't allow a Boots to be comfortable. So what does that mean? That means that I need Xander Zayas to utilize his feints. I need him to touch Boots, win the jab battle, utilize his feints. Royal Constrictor, what's up with you, homie? I need him to utilize his feints, his angles. I need him to change his rhythm. I've seen Xander Zayas do it because he's a rhythmic fighter, and I've seen him change his rhythm. He has to do that. You feel me? And he has to get Boots in the process of thinking instead of reacting. You got to make him think instead of react. Third is Xander's defense. You feel me? Not no highlight reel defense. I'm talking responsible defense. I'm talking real responsible defense. Gloves home. Keep his gloves at home. Keep his head moving. You feel me? He got to exit off after his combinations. That's one of the beautiful things that I see Xander Zayas do is his ability to step, his side step after he lands his combination. He gets his shit off and he pivots out beautifully. It's beautiful to watch him do it. You understand what I'm saying? And let me put a what you call that, a bookmark right there, because that's one of the things that I see with Jaron Boots Ennis, where there's times where he's open in that space after the exchanges. So don't be surprised if you see Xander land something after an exchange when he's pivoting out, watching him pivot out and then maybe landing the left hand or a left hook. We'll see though. But I need Xander exiting after the combinations, not admiring the work. You feel me? Don't be standing there looking at your work. Exit. Fourth thing is his discipline. You understand what I'm saying? This is really, truly the big one. Xander cannot get baited into proving that you can punch with Jaron Boots Ennis. Your ass going to sleep. You feel me? Don't get baited into proving that you can punch with Jaron Boots Ennis. Your ass going to sleep. That's ego. You feel me? You got to check that in the locker room. You feel me? Ego is going to get fighters. Ego gets fighters knocked the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying? Your ego will get you knocked the fuck out. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, man, in a real way. And if I'm Team Zayas, I'm telling you, if I'm the fan in the front row, yeah, and I got on my sweatsuit, and I'm his Boondini. You feel me? If I'm his Boondini Brown, I'm saying, man, you're not here to entertain, champ. You're here to win. You feel me? If the crowd is booing, good. That favors Xander. If Twitter complains, good. That favors Xander. Because nobody remembers how exciting you were if your hand isn't raised. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Don't nobody give a damn about how exciting you were if you don't win. If you lose your titles, ain't nobody gonna give a damn about how exciting you were. Yeah. And this motherfucker I think it's gonna be a chess match, man. This is why I love this matchup, because neither man want to fight the other one's fight. I think Boots wants those exchanges. You feel me? I think Boots wants those exchanges. I think Boots wants that controlled chaos. You feel me? You know what I mean? He wants chaos, controlled chaos, but chaos nonetheless. Fast exchanges, combination punching, momentum. You feel me? Salute to 280 online, man. I appreciate you, family, in the super chat, man. I ain't never seen you, man. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel, family. Man, salute to you, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. Great show. Salute, family. Let's get on out of here, man, so we can get to the prelims. But listen to me, y'all. Boots wants those fast exchanges, man, that combination punching. You know what I'm saying? That fast chaos. He wants momentum. He wants pressure. Xander Zayas wants order. You hear me? He wants order. He wants distance. He wants timing. He wants single clean shots. Reset. You feel me? Reset and reset again. Like, that's what Xander wants. Those are two completely different philosophies. One of them is chaos. Boots wants chaos because Boots has the quick twitch. He has the speed. He has the agility. He has the strength. He has the distance. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Xander wants order. Salute to my brother B about a Farms in the building. He says Boots can outbox. He says can box and outfight that boy, man. It's gonna be hey man, I think he can. Cry says, I think this is a good 50-50 fight, and it will be measured on consistency and discipline. I think Xander fundamentally has the stronger tools to shine late game. Ooh, I'm gonna tell you what I think in a minute, man. Xander wants order though, man. Boots wants. Hey, man, I'm telling you, Boots wants chaos. Xander wants order. You feel me? Get your clean shot off, reset, and reset again. And those are completely different philosophies. You feel me? So the first four rounds, they're not really about scoring. The first 4 rounds, not really going to be about scoring. I think they're about negotiations. Who's dictating the geography in the ring? You feel me? Who's dictating the geography in the ring? Who's controlling the pace? Who's making the other one uncomfortable? You understand what I'm saying? Because once somebody establishes control, the fight is going to change. Yeah. And as far as, man, I believe this fight is going to be decided somewhere around rounds 5 through 8. That's where the conditioning becomes a factor. You feel me? That's where adjustments matter. You know what I mean? That's where the coaches earn their money. Can Zayas keep Boots from speeding the fight up? Can Boots force Zayas into exchanges that he don't want? You understand what I'm saying? That's where champions separate themselves. Anybody can look great, like in the first round, and the rounds 1, 2, and 3. Anybody can look great. You know what I mean? Elite fighters solve their problems in the middle of the fights. We call that adjustments. Elite fighters make those adjustments. And that's what I'm going to be watching for. Not the knockdowns, not the crowd. I probably won't even be listening to the commentators. I got half a man to go live and watch it. But I'm watching who makes the better adjustments. What team makes the better adjustments? Because adjustments win championship fights like this. Old school Winston Lee in the building. What's up with you? He said it's fight night. I have a thing of Buffalo Trace for this one. Hen Dog in the building. What's up with you? He said, salute, Junior. I got boots. But this won't be easy. This won't be easy. Mac of the South, salute, family. What's up with you? Yeah, man. Who's going to make the adjustments? All right. We didn't talk about the styles. We didn't talk about the strengths. We didn't talk about the weaknesses. Let me answer the question, man. Who's leaving Barclays with their hands raised? You feel me? I want to say something before I give y'all my pick, man. Don't confuse picking a favorite with disrespecting anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Don't. Hen Dog said Boots by majority decision. You understand what I'm saying? E45 the Great says, yo, check this. If this fight is going to be that competitive, we shouldn't even want to see Boots and Bud, because Bud will kill Zayas. Come on, man. Man, that's a whole other conversation. Let's get through this one, bro. Let's get through this, and then we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that comment after the fight, bro. Because if Boots become unified, I want to see Boots and Bud. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I want to add to the legend of Bud. But I already feel like Bud beat both these dudes. You feel me? I don't think nobody in 154 got nothing for Bud, including Charlo. The motherfucker that'll probably give Bud the most problems is somebody like and Jose Zatkis ain't even there no more. It'd be somebody like fucking Banana J Rosario or some shit. Yeah. Hen Dog said after getting rocked by Xander or dropped, because Boots don't be responsible when he's hurt, Boots drop his hands and throw deadly combos or that uppercut. You feel me? But this ain't about disrespecting nobody. You know what I mean? Too often in boxing, and especially this new boxing where, the emotions is at an all-time high. Hen Dog said Errol Spence Jr., if he looks great against him. Bro, Errol Spence Jr., I love Errol, man. Shout out to Errol. Bro, Errol ain't got nothing from Boots, bro. He ain't got nothing for Boots, bro. He ain't got nothing for Boots, and I'm not sure he got nothing for Xander Zayas, bro. When the man come out and say he got 1 foot out the sport, bro, you got to listen to him. You got to listen to him. Because these dudes are elite level. They're at the top of the division. You understand what I'm saying? So being atop the division and having 1 foot out the sport, them don't line up. You feel me? Motherfuckers that are atop the divisions don't have 1 foot out the sport. Yeah, it look totally different. And that's every division. You can go up and down every division in the sport. When a fighter got 1 foot out the sport, they're not atop the division. Being atop the division is for motherfuckers that are truly saturated in it. You feel me? But let me get back to this. In this overly emotional area of boxing, right? And this new boxing. If you pick fighter A, then people think you hate fighter B. You understand what I'm saying? Salute to Ack in the building. He said salute Boots in 11. You understand what I'm saying? Jim Jones says the big fish just wants a bag. No. We not finna do that. We not. I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all. We giving Xander Zayas and Jaron Boots Ennis their appropriate respect. We not talking about nobody else. We're gonna talk about them. You feel me? I didn't watch all week. Motherfuckers talk about everything but this fight. Motherfuckers talked about Dave Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis. Then talked about everything but Boots Ennis versus Xander Zayas. Nah, we talking Boots and Xander. We talking the unification fight in the most competitive division, the best division in the sport of boxing. That's what we talking about. Nothing more, nothing less. So, look, Joe Townsend said, man, what EJ got to do with this fight? Nah, we ain't doing that. You feel me? We're gonna keep this shit player. We're gonna keep this shit player. People think because you pick fighter A that you hate fighter B. So if I pick Boots, people think I hate Xander. You understand what I'm saying? People think that if I pick Xander, then I hate Boots. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, that's not how I'm cut. That's not how we cut at the Punch Junkie. The last place in the world for the real fans of the sweet science. That ain't how we cut. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And you want to see how we cut, y'all come back next week. Cause we got some shit. We gotta get through the meat and the motherfucking bone. Yeah. But that's not how I see the sport, though. I think Xander is a damn good fighter. I think Xander is a damn good fighter. I think he's a good young fighter, and I expect big shit from Xander Zayas. Matter of fact, I think tonight, win or lose, people are going to respect Xander Zayas more than they do today. They should already, for the mere fact that he actually took this fight. Because I believe he's doing more than anybody else. Any other champion in the sport, he's doing more. Doing more. Besides Devin Haney. He's not hiding. He's not waiting. He's not protecting the undefeated record. He's stepping into the fire. I respect that. But I also believe Jaron Boots Ennis is one of the most gifted fighters in boxing. And I think this is the night he proves just how great he is. This is the night he proves just how great he is. Yeah. Hen Dog said, we got love for Xander. Ack said he's a different type of cut. Jim Jones said, you right, just saying. Hey, man. Supreme said, see how you cut or see how you cut up next week. Oh, you gonna see. You're going to see how I cut and how I cut up. You feel me? On the boots on the ground side. Cross said Xander didn't need to fight Boots. He could have fought anyone else at 154 to defend his belts and then move up to 160. He didn't have to. He didn't have to fight Boots. I think he needed to for himself to really see where he's at, because I think Xander's the kind of kid that if he measures this and he doesn't come out like he wants it to come out, he's gonna get better. You feel me? So that's how I see this. But he didn't have to, for sure. He could have done something different. How I see the fight playing out, I think the opening rounds are gonna surprise people. I expect Xander to come out disciplined, patient, behind the jab, using angles, making Boots reset. It's going to look like he's frustrating Boots. I think he's going to steal those first 2, maybe 3 rounds. You feel me? And don't be shocked if after round 3, social media is going to start going nuts talking about Boots is losing. Don't be shocked if that happens. Relax. You understand what I'm talking about? You came in here to the Punch Junkie podcast. So I already told you how the shit was going to go. That's part of the process. I actually think Boots is going to spend those early rounds collecting data, man. He's going to be collecting the information. He's going to be reading Xander's timing. He's going to be watching Xander's reactions. He's going to be learning Xander's patterns. You feel me? That's what the elite fighters do. He's going to be uploading, downloading the data. Then around the 4th, 5th round, like I told you, I believe the momentum is going to start shifting. Now, let me put a bookmark there. Xander Zayas, for those of us that really watch boxing, salute to everybody in the chat. Man, y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe if you ain't a part of the family. You feel me? If you want to bless the platform, you can. Definitely go to the Cash App. This $ the Punch Junkie, or what's that? Ampersand, the Punch Junkie. You feel me? And you can bless the game, or you can go to JuniorTheTruth.com and make a donation via PayPal is there, man. But if you really want to bless the platform, be sure you hit the like button, man, and hit the subscribe button. Share the content if you really feel so. But y'all ain't gonna share. Y'all gonna be trying to take my talking points and go somewhere and sound, you feel me, like you didn't actually done your research. Listen to me. If you've been watching Xander Zayas, then you know and you understand Xander has that bouncy. He's bouncing with it. Xander is he bounces. You feel me? He bounces. So he's going to be bouncing in and out on his toes, bouncing. This fight, I believe that's going to hurt him because it's going to weigh him down. He is going to get depleted and fatigued by the mere fact of Jaron Boots Ennis being in front of him. You understand what I'm saying? The pressure of Jaron Boots Ennis mixed with the bouncy style, when we get to rounds 5, 6, you feel me? We're going to start to see this shit slow down. And in the 4th or 5th round, I believe the momentum is going to start shifting. Boots is going to begin closing the distance quicker. You feel me? The jab is going to start getting through. The combinations are going to start becoming cleaner. You feel me? Instead of landing one big punch, Boots is going to land 3 of them shits, and everybody going to be like, ooh, oh, ooh. And instead of Zayas exiting safely, he's getting clipped on the way out. You understand what I'm saying? When he's doing that pivot out, like we saying, instead of him pivoting out clean and rolling and allowing and missing shots and dodging shots, them shit's going to start landing. You feel me? He's getting clipped on the way out. Little by little, the fight is going to change. And it's not necessarily because Xander falls apart, but because Boots has began solving the puzzle. You feel me? And that's what separates the great fighters. They don't panic when they're losing. When they're losing moments of the fight, they make adjustments. You understand what I'm saying? They make adjustments. One of the other things that I'm interested in is, man, I got to go. We have 52 minutes, man. I got to get out of here. You feel me? One of the other things I'm interested in is, and people don't talk enough about, of course, it's going to be a body attack. Everybody loves knockouts. Everybody loves the headshots. Giggle. But championship fights are usually won downstairs. Shout out to Teddy Atlas. He said, put water in the basement. I expect Boots to invest in the body early. You feel me? A lot of people are having concerns about Xander Zayas' weight cut, the way that he's looking. They think that he had a difficult time with camp. They were calling it a fat camp, so on and so forth. I expect Boots to invest in the body early. Not because he's trying to hurt Xander Zayas immediately, but because those body shots collect interest. And I told you, Xander has the very bouncy style. So Boots is going to be looking to slow him down early. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking jab to the body, jab to the stomach, shots to the ribs. You feel me? Hooks hooking him under the elbow. Straight left to the midsection. Those shots matter in round 9, round 10, round 11. They slow down your legs. They take away your movement. Excuse me. They take away your movement. Yeah. They make your jab slower. They make your exits just a little bit wider. And that's when combinations come. That's when the combinations become more dangerous. And Boots is an outstanding combination puncher. And if this fight reaches the championship rounds, and if this reaches the championship rounds, man, whiskey, I believe Boots is going to be the fresher fighter, man. I believe Boots is gonna be the fresher fighter. Oh man, I'm slipping on all y'all comments. Dang, I got super chats, all kind of shit in here. What is this? Salute the salute to Lala D in the super chat. Salute to you, Lala. Hold on, where we at? Salute to my sister. Back to the comment. Boom. Where's the? I can't even see where the comment. There it is. Golly. Man, I didn't forget how to live stream. And I didn't forget how to live stream with super chats because motherfuckers don't be sending super chats. She said, can you speak on why Xander thinks Boots is flat-footed? I disagree. Go Boots. Salute you guys. That's my Lala D voice. I'll come back to that in a second, Lala. I'm gonna leave it up there though, so I don't forget. If this fight reaches the championship rounds, though, right? I believe Boots is gonna be the fresher fighter. And it ain't gonna be because Xander ain't conditioned, but because, like I said earlier, the pressure is exhausting. You feel me? Making elite level fighters miss, making them think, making them work, making them move every single exchange for 12 rounds is mentally draining. One mistake can change everything. You feel me? So I think by the 9th or 10th or 11th rounds, Boots is dictating where the fight takes place. He's stepping around the jab. He's beating Xander to the punch. He's forcing exchanges. He's making the younger champion react instead of think. And once Boots controls the pace, then the fight belongs to him, period. Point blank. End of discussion, man. Like, it ain't even, man, it belongs to him. I ain't letting y'all off the hook like that. So because I gotta be fair. There is one scenario where I'm absolutely wrong. And the scenario where I'm wrong is if Xander controls the jab from round one, never lets Boots establish his rhythm, keeps turning him. If Xander keeps changing them levels and touching and touching without getting touched, and he forced Boots into chasing him instead of boxing, then, man, we've got ourselves a completely different fight. And that's the upset. Not a lucky punch, not a miracle knockout, a disciplined, technical, almost boring boxing match. That's actually Zayas' blueprint to a victory for me. You feel me? If you're cheering for Xander, you team Zayas, you don't want excitement. You want frustration. You feel me? You want Boots reaching. You want Boots guessing. You want Boots fighting emotionally. Because emotional fighters make technical mistakes. The problem is, I don't think Boots gives enough opportunities to execute that type of fight plan for 12 full rounds. I don't believe that. Oh, something just happened. We in here talking this motherfucking boxing. We in here talking this. All right. Y'all better bring y'all ass back around here. Huh? Y'all better bring y'all ass back around here. The fuck y'all thought this was? Hey, man. Y'all got me about to beat on my chest. Salute to Martin. What's up with you, homie? Let me go back in. I didn't totally went away from the chat. Let me see, man. Why y'all got me back in the chat, man? I'm trying to Hen Dog said both of them throwbacks. I agree. Okay, we talked about that. Old school Winston Lee said, I don't believe nothing from no boxer. Show me. Lala D said, crispy. What's up with you, sis? Cry said, or is it K-Rod? It's probably K-Rod 1995. He says, I agree. It's good to move yourself in the direction to level your competition higher in the upper echelon. Lala D said 3 rounds is too much. I'm going to get nauseous. Lala D said, that's why I never order pizza, wings, none of that. I be too nervous. Just Twizzlers and maybe popcorn. You don't eat a pizza and wings because the fight's going to make you boo-boo on yourself, girl? You get so nervous, you gonna mess your britches? MK tier list says, nah, Boots coming out behind the jab, winning early rounds, middle, and late rounds. He said, Boots going to win it all. D-Man Jr. in the building. What's up with you, bro? KCPR Go says, let's go Ben Whittaker. We gonna see. We gonna see. Lala says, I hope so. Jim Jones says, pick them apart. MK Tier List says, I don't see momentum ever going in Zayas' favor. Dang, man. D-Man Jr. said, nah, stay. Jim Jones said, water weight. D-Man Jr. says, I ain't got no faith in Boots doing that. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Why y'all so hard on Boots, bro? But anyway, man, the other reason why I'm excited for this fight, man, is regardless of who wins, this is exactly what boxing needs, man. This is exactly what boxing needs. Young champions, real risk, meaningful fights. You know what I mean? No marinating, no excuses. Fuck all the social media negotiations. Just fight, man. If boxing gives us more fights like this, then everybody gonna win. The fans are gonna win. The fighters gonna win. The sport's gonna win. You feel me? And that's what we've been asking for. And the reason why the sport of boxing is in the condition that it's in, where we're dealing with a potential takeover and a potential monopoly in the sport of boxing, is because you all have not been giving us the best fights. You motherfuckers. Y'all been giving us bullshit and y'all been giving us y'all's ass to kiss. That's a whole nother conversation, though. This is the shit that we've been asking for. Hannibal said this could be Boots' toughest fight or he gets a late stoppage. Lala said, I didn't say nothing about no damn bowel movements. I just have no appetite. You be boo-booing on yourself, girl. Stop lying. He said fight going to the late rounds. Tavion Jones. Tavion Jones says the fight is going to the late rounds. He said if Boots wins, go after Fundora. After Fundora, he losing. You're saying Boots is going to lose to Fundora? Hannibal says Zayas gets my respect at 23, fighting a tough guy like Boots. Facts, Hannibal. Lala D says true. Lala D said Boots got this, everybody. The guy giving me the bombs. All right, hey, Wavy 09, what's up with you, homie? Is you a cop, Jay Reed? You know I'm going to give you, hey, man. Is you a cop? Ain't seen you in a while, hey, Wavy. Is you a cop, Jay Reed? All right. So my final call, man, I got to go. My final call like the Muslim brothers. Here it is. My official JuniorTheTruth prediction. I have Jaron Boots Ennis defeating Xander Zayas by unanimous decision. Somewhere around, I think it might be 117 to 111, 116, 112, somewhere in there. Yeah. If that body work start paying dividends though, and if Boots forces too many exchanges, and if Zayas starts standing still, man, standing in there, then don't be surprised if the referee steps in between rounds like 9 after 9 before the end of 12. So the ref might step in somewhere, man. So my official call is Boots Ennis by unanimous decision. You know what I mean? Put a asterisk around late stoppage as an alternate outcome. You feel me? If the fight breaks down, physically. Period. This ain't just another championship fight, man. This is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for Boots Ennis to prove he's the elite fighter that many of us believe that he is. For him to begin to put himself, because I heard him say something about or seen a quote rather of him saying he's already on Terrence Crawford's level. Man, that's no, bro. No. Terrence Bud Crawford was undisputed champion 3 weight divisions, bro. We ain't even got one yet. So this could be the first one. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the opportunity for Boots to prove that he is who a lot of us believe him to be. It's also an opportunity for Xander Zayas to show the world that he is just more than just a young champion, and he can separate himself from these other young champions who happen to have gotten the title early. Somebody's got to go though. You see the thumbnail. Somebody's career is finna change forever, and that's why we watch boxing. You feel me? Not for the undefeated records, not for the social media debates, for moments like this. This is why I watch boxing. You feel me? Not for the bullshit. Yeah, for moments like this. You understand what I'm saying? Lala D said, read my super chat. Salute to Lala D in the super chat. She just said, I see the chat. Damn. Can I get my? God, I told you I forgot how to. My fault. I'm getting ready to shut down and I ain't never answered a question. Can you speak on why Xander thinks Boots is flat-footed? I disagree. Go Boots. Salute to you guys. I think that Xander Zayas saying that Boots is flat-footed is one of the things that, is one of the things that I think is being Xander Zayas is reaching for. I won't say that I don't believe that Boots is flat-footed, because when I think of flat-footed fighters, excuse me, I'm looking at Danny Garcia. You understand what I'm saying? Boots is nothing like Danny Garcia. You understand? I don't think Boots is flat-footed by any stretch of the imagination, because Boots moves his feet a lot. That's why we see Boots' feet getting crossed and he gets criticized for his footwork. Fighters who are flat-footed don't really get criticized for their footwork. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really think of him as being flat-footed. You know what I mean? There are some flat-footed fighters in the division. Boots is not one of them. I think that was one of those things where Xander Zayas was just reaching for something. You feel me? Just reaching for something. Anything to say to point out a flaw in Boots' game. I don't even think Xander Zayas believes that Boots is flat-footed. I believe that Xander Zayas has a game plan around some other things technically wrong with Boots Ennis, and he would never say it. He would never say it. He would never say that Boots Ennis tends to keep his hands low, you know what I mean, when they break from exchanges. You understand what I'm saying? And that when he pivots out after an exchange when he pivots out and spins out and pivots to the left, he's going to be able to potentially land a right hand on his exit. He's never going to say that. But those are like things that we see. You see what I'm saying? He won't say that there's a lot of instances where Boots doesn't utilize feints. You know what I mean? He just leads his offense. He doesn't really pull out reactions. He'll just start getting his shit off, and because he's very offensive minded. You see what I'm saying? Xander wouldn't say that, even though that might be something he believes. So that's what I believe. I believe Xander was just reaching for something to say and something to criticize. You know what I'm saying? K-Rod says, if Xander wins, does that make Boots a hype job? Come on, y'all. I'm trying to go now. Y'all asking me good questions. For most people, yes, because that's just the era of boxing that we in. We in this weak ass era of boxing. I say that we just might have a trilogy on our hands. You feel me? Like, I say that Xander Zayas just might be Boots Ennis's arch nemesis, and all of the great fighters in the history of the sport of boxing have had rivals. Why we've gone away from rivalries, I have absolutely no idea. You feel me? I have absolutely no idea. So I don't believe that he's underrated or overrated if he loses to Zayas. But what I will say is that he wouldn't be to the level of Terrence Bud Crawford, but I don't think he's on Terrence Bud Crawford's level yet anyway, because, you know, his resume. So, yeah. Hey, Wavy said that would be dope. Mr. MP Trade said a rematch would be great for boxing. I think they should have a rematch anyway. Birdman Jr., he says, first time listening, what's good, Junior? I got Boots dominating similar to Shakur versus T.O. It's possible. It's possible. Hannibal says Zayas has a good chin, man. I think Zayas is the goods, bro. I think Zayas is the good, man. The goods. I really, truly do. Excuse me. Hannibal said Jose Benavidez Jr. is flat-footed. Yeah, but I don't really count him because he got like a knee injury or something. You know what I'm saying? I got knee injuries too. I'm flat-footed. Martin says 116, 112, or 11th round stoppage. The excuse will be Xander is just too young. Xander's too young, but once you get them titles, man, once you get them titles, man, all the books, all the deals go out the window. Salute to Lala D. Lala, I owe you $2 because you had to send me $2 again to remind me of your super chat. I owe you $2, girl. Yeah. She said, tell him, Bird, man. Boost all day. All right, man, that's my time. I gotta go, man. I gotta go. The undercard is about to start. I'm supposed to go outside and edge up my yard, man. I'm in here playing with y'all. You feel me? I want to hear from y'all, man. Who y'all got winning on Saturday night? Just put it in the chat. If you didn't get a chance to put it in the chat, put it in the comment section on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the Punch Junkie. If you're on Junior the Truth, subscribe to the Punch Junkie channel. If you're on Punch Junkie channel, subscribe to Junior the Truth if you haven't done so. Salute to you all. If you're listening to the podcast, thank you so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. You have absolutely no idea. Replay gang in full effect. Replay gang at on bang. K Rod says Zayas all day. Puerto Rico. Oh, be about a farm says Boots. Coach 67 Sports TV. What's up with you, homie? Salute to you. All right, man. That's my time, man. Let me know, man. Let me know who y'all got winning. Boots, Zayas. Is it a decision? Is it a knockout? Drop your prediction in the comment section. And if you enjoyed the conversation, man, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the Punch Junkie podcast. Subscribe to Junior the Truth. He said, are you going live for the main event? No, I'm not going to go live for the main event, man. I'm going to sit back and chill and watch it. And I'll probably go live afterwards, man. If not, then I'll be up early in the morning like Gap Band. You know what I'm saying? Making it do what it do. But salute to you all, man. Thank y'all so much. I'm Junior the Truth, man. This has been the Punch Junkie podcast. We back. Salute to you all. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. If I had a million times, I couldn't tell it all. I'm Ohio-born, player-made. If you don't know anything else about me, at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby. Y'all be cool.
Ghetto baby, I seen pistol play and K's airing like when white bitches don't get their way. Pull up with that whip appeal, look like baby face. Guerrilla warfare, what a motherfucker bathing age. Never falling off, I live my life on the edge. Telling lies on the real, they don't believe what you're saying. I ain't never complained, I ain't never was scared. Look here, bitch, it ain't no buts about my last piece of bread. Camoed out, grew up on them niggas from the know you. Funny how they lose themselves when they can't control you. Here's a 50 slab, cause the game is out of order. Make me kill a nigga career just to meet my quota. Hold up, none you rap niggas want it. I got remnants of Biggie, I was never Lil Homie. I'm so genuine with her, she let me ride on that